All right. Are we live? Sorry, just give me a minute, guys. Had a couple of technical difficulties getting this set up, but I think we're good now. Just want to double check everything. Let's get these links in here real quick and we'll get started. Let some people get in here. We'll get my chart up in just a moment. I am posting my link for Top One Futures because they're giving 55% off right now for the new plans, which is pretty fire. So posting that into the chat right there. Let me get my screen up. I don't think Aiden's going to be joining us today. I think he's busy tonight, unfortunately. But we will we'll find some trades. I think there's going to be good moves. Holy shit! Wait, the indices are down 1%. God damn, bro! Oh my god, this is the short I was trying to get. I was trying to get this short in the afternoon session because we left these equal lows and we just took the equal lows. Damn, man. Oh, if I only got on a few minutes earlier. This was my target for the entire afternoon. I wanted to see us rip lower and take out these equal lows, and it's done. It happens 2 minutes after we get onto the stream. God damn. I had really high hopes for the session too. All right, well, it's all good. We'll see if we can find anything. I'm just making sure I'm live on YouTube as well. Okay, we are live. Cool. If you are new, say what's up in the chat. If you're a regular viewer, let me know you're in here. Let's get our levels on. First thing we got to do, as always, I guess I can get rid of those equal lows for a minute. I can't believe that those were taken. That was what I wanted to try to see happen for the Asian session. And now we're beat. But we'll see. We'll see if we can find something. There's volatility. I mean, indexes are moving 1% in Asia. Continues to show us that there is volatility in the Asia session, isn't it? It's a viable session to trade. Oh, first time here. You see me on ASFX. What's up, bro? Sifi Koninas, or if I'm saying that wrong. How you doing, man? Yeah, good to see you here, bro. Yeah, I've been streaming Asia session a couple nights a week. Usually Sunday night open, and then we do either Wednesday or Thursday. And I picked the right day. Or hopefully I picked the right day. I try to leave it up in the air if it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday, just so I could see and try and pick which day there's going to be the most volatility. And we definitely picked the right day because the indices are down 1% right at the kill zone, the beginning of the kill zone. So just wish I got on a few minutes early. I may have to start getting on at like 7:30 so that we could watch how our setups are going to develop, because this does happen a lot. Like right at 8 p.m., you get that injection of volatility, and you can miss the setup if there's something like this. So it's unfortunate, but there might still be moves. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I do think we're going lower. Like we've been rejecting from this daily fair value gap, guys. So, I mean, those equal lows, that was like the low hanging fruit, higher time frame target. I'm just so mad. This is one thing I hate about futures prop firms is you can't hold overnight. If this was the CFD days, bro, I would have been holding this shit overnight and just waiting for this, and we just missed it. Motherfucker. Yo, Tyler's in the house. What's up, brother? You're long golds? All right, we'll have to check out gold. What's up with the pencil drop? Oh, yeah. These candles? It's fucking crazy. War. Yeah, fundamentals too. Okay. I mean, we got to get short, guys. I mean, this is given the vibes that we're just going to have a massive sell-off. So, like, the next draw on liquidity could be right here, right? So, we should see if we can catch a short here. I just don't want to get too excited and get short at the lows. So, I got to get down to the lower time frames now. Sorry if I'm going all over the place in time frames, but I'm just trying to capture what's going on. As far as the NQ goes, I mean, this daily fair value gap we've been rejecting from, right? I've if you guys have been following me on ASFX TV, if you watch me stream, I've been talking about this level. I said I would want to see like a deeper rejection or pullback from this daily premium fair value gap. And we got that. I mean, it rejected it perfectly. And we had left those perfect equal lows right here. So that's why I was trying to short in the PM session, but just decided to happen now. Okay. I think we could, honestly, it wouldn't be insane for us to come down to 471 on the NQ. So I still got to keep it technical though. I got to have a technical setup, man. We're going to have to wait, see if we can catch some type of pullback here. We really might not get it though. Matthew here for the first time. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Is anyone short the fucking indexes? Is anyone already short? Because I would give you massive props. I just can't believe we missed it, dude. Look at this. 5 minutes before we get on. Right at the kill zone. See, I want to get the short continuation, but the problem is we just swept liquidity, right? So do we want to get a deeper pullback first? Let me get up my Tradeify accounts. We are so close to payout on these two. I need to make like another $1,300 per account, $1,400 per account. And we'll be able to take like almost an $8,000 payout because I could do 2,500. I'm trading 3 of them. So, you know, I mean, I don't want to force anything, but I also want to get this done. I want to get this payout done. Oops. Thinking maybe we'll stick to the ES. I just can't get short right here. I have to look for something. What kind of volatility do we have right now? Oh, this is wild, bro. I think I got to trade micros. Yeah, never mind. We got to stick to micros here. How did I get connected with Austin and the guys from ASFX, and how did they not convince me to use VWAP? Well, to be honest, I started trading with Austin and the guys at ASFX before they were even using VWAP. So they were using the 21 EMA and like some classic price action stuff. They were not using VWAP at all when I first started working with them. And, you know, I was under Austin's mentorship in the Black Shirt Club. I came from the Black Shirt Club. And I tried those strategies and they just weren't my style. And then I found ICT and that's where I started having my success. So by the time I was already profitable, I was just like knee deep into volume profile and ICT. So by the time they started using VWAP, it was like I kind of already found my niche and what works for me. And I just haven't felt the need to change it, you know? VWAP's great. If I had to like pick a different strategy, if someone put a gun to my head and said like, you have to drop ICT, what are you going to use? I'd probably say VWAP related stuff, VWAP and price action. But as long as no one's going to do that, I'm going to keep doing my thing. I'm drinking espresso at 8 p.m., but I feel like it's needed right now. These candles are insane. I was coming on here thinking, like, honestly, the thing I love about trading Asia session is that it moves, like the volatility is usually a little bit slower and I can trade minis pretty comfortably and like just look for a base hit. But we got to trade micros right now, guys. Like this is crazy. I do think we go lower. I could totally see us getting a deep pullback up first since we took previous day's low. We have this 5-minute gap. I mean, I think this is our line in the sand right here, like pretty cut and dry. If we want to hold shorts to go lower, oh, see, we just tapped into it. I'm like missing it, dude. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. No, we are not trading 5 ES contracts. I need to go to the I'm going to do the MNQ. And honestly, bro, we're going to start with like 2 micros because this is crazy. We tapped inside this gap. No, not 5. I literally need to do like 6. I feel like I might even miss my fill. Tyler, you're trading Asia and London Open lately. Bro, I feel you. I really do feel you, man. I love trading Asia these days. But to be fair, you probably agree with me. This type of volatility in the Asia session is not as common. This is not the usual. So I'm actually a little bit cautious. This is kind of the opposite of what I like to trade in Asia. I like to see a little bit of volatility. Look, we're gonna miss my fucking fill because I'm yapping, dude. I'll be patient. Let me just be patient. We should get a swipe up. But yeah, usually it's a little less volatile, and that's kind of what I like about the Asia session. This is different, but I mean, there's going to be setups. 930 open model you use for NQ, yeah, yeah. Gold goes crazy in Asia. I just hate gold, bro. I don't know how to trade gold. I've tried a couple times, not my thing, dude. I'm not gonna move my limit order. This shit will get filled. Yeah, there's less manipulation in Asia for sure, but this is crazy. Like Tyler, when you see this, are you tempted to trade this type of market, or are you hands off with this type of thing? Because this is like news related volatility. That's crazy. You don't trade NQ at all. Damn. Not many futures traders trade golds like that, bro. Like you're one of the only ones I know. I know a lot of like CFD and FX guys love golds, but yeah, there's not a lot of actual futures traders who mess around with gold too much. Never, you wouldn't touch that. Fair enough. We might miss it, guys. Oh my god, this is the type of volatility that we had like back in April, where you could just capture 25 points on the NQ in a single 1 minute candle. Which in some ways it's really fun to trade that type of market because it's kind of easy if you just get a good entry, but in other ways it can be really dangerous. Dude, I think if we miss this and it just rips down to 471, I'm going to be a little annoyed because I've had this whole idea planned out from a technical perspective since the afternoon. Bro, if you guys saw my entry in the afternoon, let me pull it up. Like, this is when I wish I was trading CFDs because I could have just held this overnight and I'd have been in a home run trade. This was my entry on the NQ in the afternoon, 21,957. So we look where we are now. From 957, we're 360 points away from that. I was basically short at the top, and I closed for a profit. I closed around here, and so I made a little bit, but not nearly what I was hoping for, and the plan played out. Okay, let's see. This will be really nice. Yeah, I'm shorting in discounts, but I totally feel you, bro. But right now, with this type of momentum, I really just think we could keep running down to 471. I'm only going to try and get in on 2 micros right now. Like I'm trading real small. I'm not trading minis or anything. Also, I kind of like the way this is setting up. If we could pop up and get filled in here, like I would be looking for something real small, Tyler. Like if I could just get filled here, and even if it wants to run a little bit higher, I'm only in on 2 micros and then down. I feel like we're kind of creating some stacked lows right here. So that would be nice. And then just look for one move like down. If we could even get it, I think we might miss it, guys. But yeah, I'm not going to keep stops super tight because I'm only going to be in on 2 micros, but I know what you're saying. I'm trading real small. These Tradeify accounts are doing good. I mean, the trading has been going really well. I can show you guys that while we wait for this entry. Pull up my journal, the Tradeify journal. So we're up like 13K total it's been like 30 days. So, I mean, I've been taking it slow. Like I've been trading pretty small. Like I trade either 1 ES mini contract or 5 to 7 NQ micros. Like that's what I've been doing. Just stacking base hit days. And yeah, been going good. Only 2 red days since I started the accounts in May. And then coming into June, I've also had 2 red days. Today, earlier was break even. Or yeah, this was break even. But yeah, doing pretty good. Grinding away, man. I can't believe I fucking missed it. Jesus Christ. May draw, sweep that liquidity, then draw higher. That's what I want to see. and then draw lower. Yeah, I want to see something like that. Basically, my thought process here is just a retap into this 5-minute fair value gap. David, it's not really 36 trades, bro. I'm trading 3 accounts. So that was really like I took like maybe 11 trades in the day because it's times 3 accounts. I don't think 10 executions is that much, to be honest, bro. But I trade differently. I trade usually with a high risk reward. So I have a lower win rate on average, but my average R multiple is 3 to 4x. I'm not a guy who goes for 1R. So that might be, but yeah. Everyone always says that they'll go 36 trades, but I have 3 accounts, bro. I have 3 fucking accounts linked. That's like 10 executions. It's really not that much. And we missed this. Motherfucker. Can't believe we missed it, guys. No, Tyler, I trade New York session. I really only trade Asia when I go live to trade Asia. So 2 days a week. Like I'll trade it on Sunday night and then I'll trade it 1 day in the week. I'm not like, I traded Asia on Tuesday night as well and had a win. So it depends. Like if the setup's there, I trade Asia, but it's not my priority. New York is still my priority. You're going to start streaming New York Open? Let me know, bro. I'll hop on that shit. You just going to do it on YouTube? Let's see, do I got any music on here? I'm going to be patient. I still feel like we could pop up and get this fill. I just can't believe I missed it, bro. I mean, look at that reaction off that 5-minute fair value gap. That's how bearish we are, though. That's why I wasn't trying to wait for like a midpoint tap. I just wanted to get in. It's annoying. I definitely feel that like annoying feeling when you miss a trade. Not gonna lie. 9:30 to 10:30. Yep. Bro's in bed already? Dude, I wish I was you. That sounds nice, honestly. I'm going to do the same thing after today, after this. We'll chill till like 9 o'clock and then I'm out. I'm one of those people, I could drink espresso and still fall asleep like an hour later, so. I missed this trade. I don't know what to do now because I feel like it's not coming back up to my limit order. I missed this, dude. It's just annoying when like you had the analysis all planned out and it just couldn't work out and there's really nothing you did wrong. You know what I mean? Patience. Yeah, no, I'm not chasing. Bro, I got no desire to chase this move. None at all. Dude, I wish I caught the 80% setup. I wish I caught it, man. I actually caught a short for the morning, believe it or not. I could pull it up here. I got a markup in here somewhere. This is the Black Shark Club chat, the private mentorship. Here it is. Here's my short from the pre-market, actually. So I got out right before the news, like 30 minutes before news. And what's funny, bro, you see these 1 hour equal lows I had set up right there? I'm glad I closed out because we ended up just missing these and then we had the 80% setup, which was a beautiful setup. But it's funny because we took those equal lows tonight. 21, like 719. Nah, it's a limit order, bro. I fucking wish I was in it. I missed it. Dude, so, okay, but David, so you know what? All that matters, bro, is you're learning you're understanding the system. If you were in longs and you thought about it, that's a really good start. And did you see, bro? I mean, we tapped it like to the tick and then fucking dropped. It was crazy. 80% setup is unmatched. Seriously, guys, like, I know, like, volume profile is so slept on. So slept on, man. Do I execute on the 5 minute? Yeah, I'm like a 5-minute or a 1-minute guy. I take a lot of 1-minute executions, honestly, but I really try to make sure that if I do take a 1-minute execution, which I do often, I try to make sure that my entry also makes sense based off the 5-minute, if that makes sense. Like, I could try to narrow down the entry with a 1-minute, but if I also like understand that this is kind of a 5-minute entry, it just usually my setups like that work a little better. But yeah, 5-minute and 1-minute for me. And then we use 4-hour and 1-hour zones as like our high time frame reaction zones to frame trades around for draws on liquidity and, you know, to look for reversals from. And then that's when we use like 15-minute structure, 5 or 1-minute entry. Signing off. All right, bro. Hey, thanks for hopping on for the first time. Yeah, I'll be, again, I do this 2 days a week. Maybe we'll start doing it 3 nights a week. I don't know. I've been getting a pretty regular, like a regular group of people who are watching. So just keep it growing. I know there's a lot of people that are not able to trade the New York session as focused as they would like, whether they're either working or, you know, whatever. They can't do it. Maybe it's not the right time zone for them. And nowadays, you could make all your money in the Asian session. You really can, which is a blessing, dude. When I was still working at the grocery store, I fucking would have loved to be able to trade Asia session volatility like this, but it was non-existent. Watched the video last night, made notes on it, and then was like, nah, I ain't going that far. Bro, the 80% setup will amaze you. It'll fucking amaze you how, like, I think that myself. Like, I've seen the setup play out so many times. It'll be 200 points away, and I'm like, there's no... I'll even think like, all right, I'm going to take longs to trade towards it, but there's no way it's going to reach the actual level today. And then it does. It's amazing, bro. It's one of the most powerful pieces of technical analysis you can use is just plotting that fucking previous day's point of control on your chart. Promise you, man. Most relevant level on the chart any day of the week. Should do it more. Yeah, man, I should. I probably will. As long as people keep coming in, engaging in the chat, saying what's up, I'll keep doing it, man. Giancarlo, welcome, brother. Thank you for tuning in, man. I do these 2 nights a week, so I would love for a subscription, turn on notifications so you can come in and join the crew. We're starting to get a little crew here. Just started learning about volume profile this week. When it comes to value area high, value area low, and POC, do you give one of those levels more importance over the others? Yeah, absolutely. Previous day's point of control is the most important out of the 3 because the point of control is the level that has had the most volume conducted for the previous day. And it's more dynamic, so we can use it as a draw on liquidity that can give us a directional bias, kind of like a magnet towards price if it hasn't been engaged. And then once it has been engaged, we could use it as classic support and resistance, and also just a way to frame our directional bias, right? I talk about this all the time, the golden rule. This is the ZARB golden rule. If you're above the previous day's point of control, focus on longs. If you're below the previous day's point of control, focus on shorts. And I can promise you that alone will keep you on the right side of the market 8 out of 10 times. Also, if you are a subscriber of ASFX TV, I'm working on a course. And actually, I have an announcement about that because I've been building it out, right? I got a couple of videos done and I figured it was going to take like 3 to 4 months to complete. But what we're going to do, I talked about this with Austin today, got the go-ahead from him. Instead of releasing it all at once, I'm going to be putting out videos weekly. So if you are a subscriber of ASFX TV, what's cool about that is you could watch the weekly video of the course. There'll be each week will be a new chapter. And then I stream 3 days a week at 11 a.m. So, you know, the community can talk about it, engage in the chat, ask me questions. And I think it'll help me build out the course better as I go, because I'll be getting feedback from you guys. So I thought that was a great idea. Shout out to Shaw from ASFX TV for recommending that in the chat. That was a brilliant idea. Yeah, JP. Previous day's point of control, most relevant level. Yep, Captain USA. NQ did it today. I couldn't believe it. Every day I can't believe it, and then it happens. All right, well, let me get rid of this limit order for now because we fucking missed it, man. We're going down to 271, guys. I mean, 471. Oh, yeah, also, wait, what did Tyler say? Tyler's up 10K on gold. God damn, bro. Let me take a look at gold real quick. Gold is up 1%, which makes sense, right? Because gold and the US indexes are kind of, they're not correlated assets, right? They're decorrelated. So usually when gold is going up, indexes are going down. Not all the time, but pretty frequently enough that you can, you can use that to like kind of gauge bias sometimes. When gold runs, it's over. Yeah. All right, guys. We might have a short play coming up. It's going to be risky though, but I might take it. We got another 5-minute fair value gap right here. It's small. And I know Tyler is going to remind me about premium and discount, which is valid. But Tyler, I think you could agree with this to a certain degree. When the indexes, especially the NASDAQ, when it's moving like this and we still haven't reached our draw on liquidity, which we could use low-hanging fruit on the ES right here, 959.62, we could just look for that. When the indexes want to do this, we don't have to wait for premium and discount all the time. We could wait for the closest fair value gap when we're trading momentum. Again, that's only in volatile markets like this. Generally, it is good to wait for, a retrace to premium or discount. And I do trade like that most of the time. But, there are days that it makes sense to do this. I don't know. It's tough, though. We could get something like this. Sweep these highs, but still hold this gap, then go lower. So we don't want to get caught up trying to short, and then the market wants to do this. Does NQ move more than ES in the Asia session? I mean, NQ moves more than ES just in general. It just moves faster. It moves more points and more ticks just in general. Like pretty much doesn't matter what session. Look at this. I'm going to miss this trade, man. 471 is coming tonight, guys. I just need a pullback. Okay. This is the level. I'm telling you guys. We're hitting 471. And I'm going to miss it. David, yes. For SVP settings, we use all. So we want our volume profile to build out the Asia, London, and New York session together for one profile. Yes. That's very important for the way that I use it. There's no right or wrong. There are people that only look at New York sessions profile. To me, I think that's kind of an old school way of looking at it because, the thought process behind only looking in New York hours is that there's, the overnight sessions are very low volume, but that's kind of not the way the markets work anymore. Like the market has volume and liquidity in the Asia and London session these days, so it's relevant information. I know that even Austin, I love Austin, but him and a few other people from ASFX TV, they trade on regular trading hours. They don't look at the overnight price action. And for me, it just blows my mind that they're not looking at overnight price action. To me, it helps give you some of the most relevant levels of the day. But to each their own. But yeah, to answer your question, all sessions. I'm going to be so annoyed if we just totally miss this by being patient. Again, just because I'm saying I'm annoyed doesn't mean that I'm going to chase the trade. But I can be annoyed, I can be frustrated about it. Doesn't mean I have to break a rule. But you're allowed to have the emotion of being annoyed. I think that's something a lot of people A lot of newer traders think like if they get frustrated or they get annoyed at the market that it means they're a bad trader or they're like doing something wrong. I think that's bullshit. We're not robots. We're gonna like trading is frustrating. It's annoying. That's just the truth. What matters is how you react to those feelings. But for a while, I tried telling myself like I can't feel anything. I have to be emotionless. I can't get annoyed. That doesn't work, at least for me. I can't turn it off. But what I can do is not react like an idiot when I get annoyed. Do I set previous day's high and low? And do I use after hours? Yes. Yeah. Previous day's high for me, if it was made in the overnight session, that's still previous day's high. That's how it is for me. Because I mean, think about it like this. If you're looking at a daily candle, well, actually, I don't know. If you have regular trading hours, are the daily candles different? I don't think so. But point is, if you're looking at a daily chart, like this is previous day's high, this is previous day's low of this daily range. So yeah. And I do use those levels, of course. Oh. I'm in the Black Shirt Club chat, which is the private mentorship, and everyone's talking about this drop. I'm letting the team know 471. Patience, patience, patience. Okay, we're getting a little pullback here. I would love like a retrace up here to like 650s, 660s. Basically anything above like the 40s, which would be premium of this price leg right here. There's like such a slight temptation to short inside this 1 minute gap, because even if we just looked for like the low, that's 200 ticks. It's almost 50. It's over 50 points, but can't do it because we're going to take this high for sure. If we could just be patient and get a retrace up here to 637, then start trying to build out a short, we could still get it. Because again, if we're just looking at the draw on liquidity, this is the draw on liquidity now. That's the draw. So we just have to try to get an optimal entry, keeping in mind that we're looking to travel down to 471 because that's the draw on liquidity. And I feel very confident about that. Just gotta be patient here, man. Ain't nothing to do. We're really not going to get this pullback. Crude is ripping. Let's take a look at crude. Bro, I used to love trading crude. Oh, damn. Crude is up 5%? What the fuck? Yeah, guys, this is like war headline shit. Damn. Oh my God. Bro, 5% on crude is insane. Does crude have a circuit breaker? Is there like circuit breaker rules for prop firms with crude? I know with the indices, what is it? Like, I think with the indices, it's 5%. I don't know if they have that with crude as well. God damn, look at this daily. Yeah, we just took out all of this liquidity. No reason to not come for here in the next few days as well. 74. How's Forex doing? Euro USD. Even Euro USD is moving. So you know, there's shit happening right now. Come on, I just need something. Again, aggressive short for ES would have been limit order here at the fair value gap, stop above the fair value gap, look for low a day. This seriously is the same type of price action we were having in April, where you could frame ideas with like a lot of points based off tiny 1 minute structure because of how volatile it is. Like, just for context, my short in the pre-market session earlier this morning, I took 45 ticks. Or no, I was trading NQ. I took like 200 ticks in the NQ. It's like 50 points, right? Which sounds like a decent amount of size. Right now, this is 50 points on the NQ. It's tiny 1 minute structure. It's crazy. I feel like with big news, fundamentals just don't hold that much weight. Yeah, I mean, news, you know, everyone is anxious and people are just reacting. Brings volatility though, which is good for day trading if you could size properly. Zach, are you alive? I think so. I think I'm alive. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm alive. Why do you ask? Okay, we're starting to get a little pullback. News, big reaction. Yeah, no, I'm alive, man. Honestly, I wish I was trading when it happened. I got on stream 5 minutes too late, which is frustrating me a lot. Because I wanted a short today. Like, my whole plan was to come on Asian session and short, and I fucking missed it by 5 minutes. I was telling everyone before, if you just got on, I was short in the PM session up on NQ. I was short from like 9:52. Like, I had a ridiculous short entry, and I wanted to hold it to these 1 hour equal lows, which obviously we didn't get, but we got once the market reopened. Okay. We're getting this pullback. This is good. I like the way these wicks are forming to be low resistance liquidity. So I don't feel too strongly about this being a low. Again, I think we're coming for 471, which is a nice ways away. We can still catch 100 points even from where we are here. But once again, I can't get short here. What we want to see is a sweep of these highs, come into premium, and then try to get in. It's hard to be patient for it, but that's what we got to look for. And the problem is, is that we could still do something like this too. I just went over this, but instead of that, it's also possible we do something like this. We actually get a bigger pump, take out this high, but ultimately holds this 5-minute fair value gap and then bring price down, which would be great. I'll trade that, but you know, I'm not going to be on stream for much longer. I'm going to price down to like 9, maybe 9:15 if we're in a setup. So that's something that'll probably take a little bit longer, but I will take that. If that's what comes, you could best believe I'll be in the shorts. I want to see 21,471. Like, that's the target. We just can't get in right here. I swear, if this 1-minute fair value gap holds and brings us down to 471, that's going to be insane. This was the best entry. Our limit order missed by a couple ticks, but this was the entry, guys. Inversion, nice rejection there. God, dude, thank you. God bless me trading the 1 minute. I need it sometimes. I need someone to bless me. So do you not even look at the 1 minute, Tyler? Like, do you not even touch it? You're just fully focused on 5 minute? Like, I frame my ideas off 15 and 5 minute entries, but I am on the 1 minute and I will take 1 minute entries, but it still needs to align with like a higher time frame basis or idea. You know what I mean? I think that's the key. I think people who get like sucked into the 1 minute and they don't do well with it, they're not looking at the like overall structure, the higher time frame structure, and then they get caught up on every 1 minute candle. If you can still frame and base your ideas around like 15 and 5 minute entries, but then you just narrow down and take an entry off the 1 minute, but you were patient and waiting for it with like a 5 and 15 minute context, I think that's where you can do really well with the 1 minute. But also I understand when like people are like, okay, but I don't need to do that. I'll just take a 5 minute entry, you know? Yeah, it just isn't reliable. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's pretty much what I just said. I agree with you. Like, you don't really want to look at 1 minute structure, but you could still fine tune an entry on the 1 minute, but it's also not necessary. If it goes through the fair value gap, do I consider a long? Absolutely not. I'm not longing this market. I'm not long in this market until we at least take out 471 on the NQ, or we like create, you know, a totally different structure off the 15 minute that's bullish. But until then, it's only shorts. And I just don't see why we don't come down and take this 1 hour wick right here. So this is why I have this level marked. This is the drawn liquidity for me. 471. And it feels like it's going to happen tonight. But if it doesn't, I'd be just as cool with that. I'd be happy to trade this in New York session if we leave this here until tomorrow. But I got a feeling we're going to take it tonight. So we're just trying to position ourselves for it. Let's go off statistics here. 95% of traders lose at right. Everyone is trading the lower time frames because they lack patience and want instant gratification. Yeah, facts, bro. For sure. For sure. But yeah, guys, even if this works out here, we do not short this. We're waiting for a sweep of these levels, at least. I don't care if it breaks down. Made my first six figures trading solely the 30-minute in London session off my iPhone. That's wild, bro. I mean, dude, I was a big iPhone trader too. Like, I had to. I used to take trades in the bathroom at the grocery store. Like, just it's what I had to do. I always laughed at people who have like fucking 50 monitors. There's nothing wrong with it, but you don't need that. Like I made my first 50K in payouts, primarily trading from my phone. Like it was about half and half, if I'm being honest. You don't need it. And even now I have two monitors. I have a laptop and then like an external monitor. That's it. So you want to pull back for short? Yeah, we're trying to get a pullback, man. Just trying to keep it coherent. Like part of me, I just like these trades could work. Again, we're only looking for maybe 50 to 100 points, which is not a lot right now in this volatility. So like even this could have worked, but there's no trade here. It's just playing off the volatility, which I'm trying to avoid, even though it could work. Again, my main thing is this is the target, 471. Like this is where we're headed to. So I want to get an entry to get there, but I need something, man. I need a sweep. I need a retrace into premium of this price leg. Like I need some type of conflict. I can't just get in here, even though it may work. Yeah, we missed it again, guys. So crazy. I had such high hopes for this session. And I had the exact correct bias. But that doesn't mean anything if you don't execute. But I was patient, man. I did the right thing. Like I had a limit order here. I didn't chase it. Yeah, it would have worked this time if I chased it. But how many times do you chase price and you get fucked? You know, it's about preservation more than anything. Have I tried a fixed range volume profile from start of day till New York Open? Yeah, look at this. I cannot believe I missed this trade, man. Jesus Christ. 471, here we come. It's over, guys. Yeah, so I have played around with fixed range, but I don't use it these days. For me, I keep it simple. I just focus on the previous day's profiles because what I like about those is they're static levels, right? They're not going to move. They're not really up to interpretation, where if you're using a fixed range, there's a lot of nuance to it, right? Because here, let me give you an example. Like let's pull a fixed range on this move down that we had. So that's where you could really customize your profile. Like I could pull a profile from here to here, and I could see where the volume is inside this price leg. Let me just get rid of this fair value gap so you can see it. Go down to the 1 minute. So you see this is a profile of this down move that we had. So if you see the area with the most volume is right here at 720 on NQ, which we tapped beautifully and went lower. So it's really relevant, and you could really trade, you could use that well, but it's up to your interpretation. You know, if you're new to using this is why like people who are learning from me, if they're new to volume profile, I tell them to stick to just looking at the previous day's profile, simply because those levels are made for you. There's no nuance, there's no discretion. You know, the previous day's point of control is the previous day's point of control, whereas the point of control of like a 4-hour range that you pull, you know, it's going to be different. No, Matt, I don't mess around with bookmap. Just not my thing. I've looked into it a little bit. Just not for me. You know, I found what works for me. I've been trading ICT and volume profile. Well, I've been trading for 4 years now in total. And I got lucky and I had a pretty good teacher. Like the first person I paid for any kind of education from was a great teacher. And he actually taught me volume profile. This is before I even started using ICT. So right off the bat, I got lucky and had like a pretty damn good tool, and I learned how to use it properly pretty quickly. So I got lucky with that. And then as the years went on, I think by like year 1.5 to maybe like the beginning of year 2, I found ICT as well. And I never got rid of volume profile because I knew from day one when I started using it how strong and powerful it is. But I was looking for something else to complement it, because the volume profile is not a strategy in itself. And I felt like I was still missing some key components on just how to analyze price action, and I was lacking narrative. And that's where ICT came in. And ICT gave me a way to look at the market that gives you a clear narrative for why price is doing what it's doing, with a clear way to like formulate bias and also give you entry signals. Volume profile does not give you entry signals, right? So that's where ICT came in, and these two things just married each other very well. And those are the things I use, and I just don't feel the need to add a single other component because it's what I need. It's all I need. As long as the fixed range stops at New York Open and the POC doesn't adjust based on the New York session. Yeah, I think I agree. Oh, wait, no, I missed your first comment. Got it. I'll stick to previous days for now. I was just thinking maybe pre-market levels would technically be static too. Well, remember, JP, I don't know if you asked me this or someone else did. When I'm looking at the volume profile, I don't use just New York session. I use all sessions. So my profiles are combined. They have the Asia session and the London session and the entirety of the New York session. So you're not missing any key pieces of information at all with the way that I use it. And that's the way I recommend. I do not recommend only looking at New York session profile. Look at all sessions. Damn, CL's up 9%. What the fuck? That is insane, man. Wow. Having too much can be confusing. Yeah, 100%. Like, and plus, bro, like listen, I'm not a millionaire trader. I'm very transparent. I made 60 grand last year from trading by itself. And this year I'm on track to make more than that, so I'm getting better every year. But the point is, for me, like making more money doesn't mean like adding new concepts. For me, making more money is just scaling up and getting better at managing positions, tweaking other things, like tweaking how I operate with risk. Like, what is my average R multiple? What sessions do I trade? There's other things I got to tweak now. But when it comes to like the concepts and the way that I view price action, there's nothing I need to tweak there. I think I have a very good read of the market most days. I think most days I can pretty much determine like what the daily expansion is going to be with the daily draw and liquidity. I get it right pretty frequently. But of course, that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to make money every day. Like right now, we've had the right buys. This whole time I've been wanting to short, but I have not taken a trade because I just didn't have an entry, and I just got to be patient right now. But those are the things I got to work on now, more so than like bookmap or, adding more concepts. Ike, what up, brother? How you doing, brother? I saw you riding on that city bike, man. What is good, man? Good to see you, bro. Yo, hop in on these one of these Asia streams one night. I know you got kids and all. You're probably a pretty busy man, but if you're ever bored, want to hop on the charts, bro, come on in. Actually, I should tell you this, bro. You're someone who would appreciate it because you got kids. I just found out I'm going to be a father. My fiance is 12 weeks pregnant. Yeah, dude, I'll have you on. I'll set it up. Yeah, man. It was a little bit of a surprise, but not too much of a surprise, if that makes sense. Like, we, we're getting married. So she got off birth control. And we just kind of were like, we'll just like let the pieces fall where they may. I'm 30, she's 30. We thought that it might take a little longer we thought it might take a little while. We didn't think it would be easy. And pretty much she was off birth control for like a month. And then we found out she's pregnant. So caught us a little bit by surprise, but we were preparing for it. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it, man. You have to take me out for some drinks. Give me the rundown, bro. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna need it. I'm willing to take all the advice I can. I'm sure I'm gonna need it. But yeah, much appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. You know, I'm really grateful for trading because, you know, me and my fiance, we both work from home, so feel really blessed for that. You know, that's one thing out of the way. I don't got to worry yet about daycare right off the bat, or, you know, we can manage. It's still going to be tough, I'm sure, but we can at least manage since we'll both be at home. Tyler just comes in gold 20K. Oh, you're up 20K. God damn, man. What firm? What firm are you up 20K with, dude? Let us know. Is it with multiple firms? Yeah, we got all the homies in here. We got Ike and Tyler, two fucking great traders. Live account, live personal? Or is it like, is it the Alpha Prime, Alpha Futures? Fuck yeah, dude. Personal is even better, man. You don't gotta worry about nothing right there. God damn, bro. How many contracts were you in? I need to know what gets you 20K. Like, I know gold's moving like crazy, but how many contracts gets you 20K on a position? Dude, we missed this whole trade, but you know what? I don't even care. I'm having a fun time. Every single one of these pullbacks, I could have shorted and made money. Every single one of them. Every fair value gap we retap into, we're just holding and going lower. Look at this shit. Fair value gaps, bro. Get with it, bro. You need to trade the fair value gap. That's why you're broke. Not trading fair value gaps. All right, in all seriousness, where are we going? ES still got lower. I'm telling you, we're doing this tonight, guys. 929 ES. ES hitting 929. Mark my motherfucking words. Tonight. That's the target. If you got the money and you got the margin, just go short here. No stop loss. It'll eventually make it to 929. 929 Ike on the ES. That's my prediction. That's my analysis. 929 on NQ 471. I think we're going there. I think we're going to take out these lows. I don't see why we don't now. You know, we've already made it so far. The only thing is now, I'm sure you understand this too. Like, it's tough, bro. When we're this low, yeah, we could just keep following the momentum and catch this move, or we could get a deep pullback now. So I've just been pretty much this entire time, like the whole session, I've been waiting for one of those deeper pullbacks. And we just haven't gotten it. And every lower high we make turns into a lower low. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. I've just been trying not to force it because, yeah, like all of these could have worked. But if I try now and I short down here, I'm going to feel like an idiot. It's 300 ticks just to put my stop here. And then we could easily come up and sweep these highs. So my thought process is just try to wait for a sweep of these highs. Try to get up here. Well, let me actually need to pull this now. Wait for a retest in the premium up around here, but I don't think we're going to get it. Oh, Giancarlo, I didn't know you were brand new to trading, brother. Well, for real, welcome now. I already said welcome, but welcome to trading, man. I'm sorry you found trading. The first couple of years, if you stick with it, are going to be tough, man, but it can be worth it if you keep it going. I wish you luck. Subscribe to ASFX TV, man. Great community. I stream there 3 days a week. You can use code ZARB. You can get 50% off. You know? Also, guys, instant funding. Top 1 futures. I know Tyler, I'm not going to say anything, but Top 1 futures. 55% off the new plans, guys. Code ZARB. Help your boy out. Also, I got a link for Tradeify. I don't have a code, but if you guys are fucking with Tradeify, I do have a link. You know, it helps the channel, supports me, supports my future baby, all that jazz. And if you're going to get the accounts anyway, you know, might as well. I'll post that link in here. I'm going to have to get ready to hop off, guys, because, you know, I missed it. I shit the bed today. But there's a link to Top 1 Futures. Code ZARB. Ike, did you get any of those new account plans with the intraday trailing drawdown? If you're still in here, I'm interested if you're intrigued by those plans. I think when it comes to the Top 1 Futures plans, the new ones, obviously they're harder. Like the equity stability score is a bit of a head fuck. I acknowledge that. I haven't bought any of those accounts yet. The cool thing about it is that you could trade 7 accounts and you could, you know, you could get I think the max payout, if you're trading 750Ks, you can get 22 grand per payout. So it's worth it in that regard, but you know, it's tough, bro. I mean, equity stability score, I still don't know. I still don't understand. And then intraday trailing drawdown is tough. Matthew, yes, you can have the new accounts and trade the like classic instant funded. That's true. You can do both. You just can't copy trade the plans together. So like if you have 3 regular instant funded accounts, you can't copy trade those with the straight to funded. You have to separate them for copy trading. I got 20 Apex. Yeah, I guess 20 Apex PAs, a few Top Step XFAs, not looking to add right now. Dude, I feel you. I feel that 100%. All I got is Tradeify right now, bro. I don't even have any Top 1 Futures accounts myself. I've noticed if I just focus on one firm and do a couple of accounts, that's how I do best. This is where we're at so far. You know, I'm trying to get that 6K because these are 100K accounts. Just want to get to 6K, take my 7 grand payout. You know, I ain't no millionaire trader. If I make an extra 8 grand a month, I'm chilling. Even in New York, that's nice. So we're close. I mean, I've been trading these since May 15th. And it's just been a slow grind, man. I've been trading well. I mean, 2 red days in May. And then for June, we also got 2 red days. Keeping the red days relatively small, keeping my green days a little bit bigger. Today was break even by the end of the session. You know, keeping it going. Oh, bro, Ike is you're probably making a killing scalp in this market right now. This is the volatility that you need. Are they all shorts or are they just longs, bro? I mean, are they all shorts or are you taking any longs in between? Hate that they only give you 10% of your balance when going live. Makes anything above 50K a little crazy. Yeah. I didn't look into the live plan thing that much. It's probably, you know, I don't know. Maybe they'll get it better as they grow. What's the Tradeify live account plan though? I feel like it's similar. Because I think with Tradeify, you also don't keep all your profits. Like I saw some dude on Twitter made like 100K in his Tradeify straight to funded, and people were like kind of clowning him a little bit. I mean, not that there's any reason to clown. It's still a massive achievement, but I think they were saying like he's only going to be able to bring 15 grand to live, even though he has 100K in there. That's what's dope about Top Step. Top Step definitely has the best live account plan, in my opinion. Yep, just grabbing 5 to 9 points. Fire, man. Seriously. All right, we got equal lows now. Like, we could get a short. I just need a fucking pullback. But I like these equal lows. But what do I do here? Yo, Ike, when you're trading, okay, so you've been looking for 5 to 9 points in this market. Are you trading minis still with this type of volatility, or did you go down to the micros? Oh, they pay you out all your money, the money that you made. Is that true? Are you sure about that? People were clowning this guy on Twitter. If they give you the whole dude, I can't believe I'm missing this. I'm being a retard. All right, I'm going to have to hop off in a minute. I totally missed. It was no swing and a big miss tonight. And you're trading the mini still? That's fire, man. Yeah, Ike, bro, you really do have some of the best Twitter videos. I don't know how you think of some of the shit you do, but it's really good. Yep, those got taken. I'm cooked. I got no trades. Those city bikes are fire though, bro. I have the yearly plan. This is like some New York City inside baseball for people that aren't from New York, but we have like these city bike stations just all over the city. It's really convenient, honestly. Like, dude, I haven't taken the subway in I probably haven't taken the subway for an entire, I've taken it a few times, but I used to take the subway daily, constantly, everywhere. And nowadays I just ride those city bikes like everywhere I want to go because they also have electric bikes. So I'm like basically in a little car, man. I got the yearly membership. I'm just cruising around on those. Get to enjoy my city without any, schizo drug addicts on the subway. It's nice. Yeah, no, Tyler, I feel you. I definitely feel you. All right, guys. Look, 470 is getting taken. I missed it. What can I do? What am I going to do? I'll go cry about it to my fiance. What are you going to do? All right, guys. I'm a bounce. Thank you so much for tuning in. This will be the last Asia stream for the week, obviously, but I will be live again on Sunday night. Again, you know what? I'm going to get live a little earlier. Instead of 8 p.m., I'm going to do 7:30, just in case, so I don't got to miss any setups like this again. I got to look into those static accounts, dude. I want a future static account so bad. Like, somebody's got to make a futures firm that gives you static drawdown like FX. That'll be where I end it. Somebody create that. If any CEOs are watching. But all right, guys, peace out. I won't be live tomorrow on ASFX TV or anything, but Austin and Evan will. Yeah, peace and love, guys. Take care.